Welcome to this video, guys, where we'll be talking about how to handle click events. So basically what I'm saying is, for our headlines activity here, we want to make it possible for when you click one item, something happens. It just doesn't look at you, keep looking at you. So we want to make our views responsive and interactive. Okay, to explain this, I'm going to be making a couple of changes to our headline activity headlines layout, just temporarily. First, the first thing I want to do is to change our layout height from match parent to a fixed value of about 400 dp. Yes, that looks cool. And I'm just going to bring in a couple of views from here and drop in. And let's see another text view. One more text view. Okay, so be sure to add constraints to all of these views, otherwise you would have errors. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I would like to take out this text. Yes. And then let's change this text to add number. To run our application now, you notice we have a button, a text view, and then there's another text view here, but because there's no value in it, we can't see that for now. But you also notice when we click the add number button, nothing happens. So we want to make it interactive so that we assign a variable, and then as you keep clicking the add number button, variable keeps increasing. Back to Android Studio here. I'm going to give this text view an ID of number text view. Okay. The easiest way to implement interactiveness of a button is to use the on-click attribute here in Android, the layout.xml file. Okay, and then you call a method that you have predefined. In our case, we have not defined any method, but then if I hit Alt plus Enter and choose the second option here, what Android Studio does is it creates a method add number in our headlines activity, which is the activity that is linked to this layout file. So here is where you implement whatever function you want to happen whenever that button is clicked. You implement it in this method. Okay. For our case here, we said we want to have a number here, and then the button increase the variable. So what we'll do is let's declare a variable of type integer here, call it number, and then set the first value here so that once the activity is created, as the onCreate method is called, the our initial value for our variable number is assigned to that text view. So First thing we'll do is to assign the value of say 0, and then sorry, text view. So now we're creating a variable text view, and then finding our layout for the text view. Remember, our ID for the text view is number text view. Okay, now that we have this text view, okay, there's an error here. We should have text view. You can now set the text in this text view, so our number text, using the set text method. This will naturally take in a string. So let's use string dot value of number. Yes. So what this code here is doing basically is setting an initial value to the number variable, and then finding the text view and setting the text view text. So the text in the text view is now set to this number. Simple. I'm just going to copy this code. So our add number method and paste. But remember we said we want to increment the number every time. So I'm going to remove this equals to 0. Then use this double addition symbol. That will increment the value. So if we run our code now, let's see what happens. Yes, the first thing you'll notice is now we have a text. So click the add number. That works. Our, our number value there keeps increasing. Okay, so notice the text there was pretty small. So let's go over here and increase the text size. Give it text size of say 40 sp. I hope that's big enough. And increase it to 80 sp. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is that even it's understandable that we have an on-click function for a button, but surprisingly you can implement the same thing with a text view and other kinds of views that are not necessarily buttons. So running this code, notice here I added the on-click attributes and called the same add number method. So we would expect that clicking the second text view also increases the number just as the add number button does. So 1, 2, 3 works as expected. 1, 2, 3. It also works. So the second way you go about implementing click listeners is to use what we call an on-click listener. So I'm going to remove this and remove this. And we're going to set the on-click listener programmatically. So what I want to do is find our text view, not the text view that displays the value of the number integer, but the second text view below the button. So I'm going to use text view 1 this time. Then we're going to find view by ID. Remember the ID of this text view is text view 5. Yes. So now that we found our text view, the next thing we'll do is to set on click listener, and then we have to create a new instance of the view dot on click listener class. This automatically overrides the on click method, and then you can implement whatever you want to. Okay, I have an error there. Yes. So I can copy all of this code here and paste it here. Then let's just go ahead and comment this out. Okay, we're good to go. If we run this code, now I click the button, nothing happens because I did not implement the on-click listener for the button this time around. But let's click the text view and see it works as expected. Alright, that rounds up this video. But remember, you can use the on-click listener to carry out a lot of actions. It finds purpose especially in navigation. Say you want to go from one activity to another activity triggered by an action. So when you click a value on the list here, so it triggers the action to launch the activity that is specific to this value. Alright guys, see you in the next video.